Get dressed. I'll inform the canteen you'll be 10 minutes late for your break.
It's only a joke. Only having a bit of fun, no?
Who are you?
Bill Nash. I started yesterday.
Work experience? Well, you best learn to run faster or think faster. Okay? Go on.
You okay?
How you doing, Jane?
I'm fine, yeah.
Oh, for God's sake, Miss Moneypenny Halligan, get a grip of yourself, you sour-faced bimbo. Oh, come on, you must be fed up with all the platitudes, aren't you? They blame you, anyway. You were there when it happened. But you didn't stop him jumping.
Oh, God.
Just say it. Say it out loud and be proud. I helped him to die. The Eddie the Eagle of the Law Enforcement Agency.
That's the copper's sister. Over there.
This is private. Now I'll count to 3.
Who took the picture of him jumping? Who printed that? You were there when my brother destroyed himself. I'm sure you have more clues as to why he died than anyone in his family. All we got were dental records and personal effects. So save your arsehole questions for him and be very careful what you print. I'll sue the first one to deviate from absolute fact. As the man said, the reception's private.
Thank you. Come on. Thank you.
Can you tell us that? There's something else to go on.
Look, Aileen, if there's anything I can do, anything at all, just let me know, okay?
Just water, thanks. You sure? Yeah. Stuff I drink's more mature than the dead man. I wouldn't waste a good malt on it. Water.
My sister wants to talk to you.
Right, double water. See ya.
Just on the left-hand side.
Hey, come on, Jane, calm down. We're all meant to be on duty after this. We've got the press outside.
When you're ready.
Have a good look.
He barely wrote. He only called once in a blue moon and it was never for long. But your name came up most often. I just wanted to put a face to a friend. To be honest, I imagined you were Austrian. Fritz.
Right.
Shrink. You obviously made an impact on him.
We talked at length about many things.
You behave yourself. This is supposed to be a bloody funeral. You didn't have to come.
Oh, I did, sir. I wanted to watch him burn. I was really disappointed when I discovered it was a burial.
I'll get Skelton to take you home.
And whoop yourself. I'm not going anywhere. I want promotion.
Hey, get off, you're on this. I'm sure you got plain cakes on.
Ah, you're sexy. Let's get out of this one. Be asked it. Let's get going.
Forgotten something?
I could do some overtime.
You're not on the list. Go home.
But they're going to be running out of rolls soon. You're not going to do it, are you?
I don't want details, Fitz, not today. Did Jimmy go wrong somewhere?
Yeah.
Badly wrong.
Yes. Barrister?
So?
Told me you were a nurse.
Did he? Good old Jimmy. Will you have a drink with me, Fitz?
I'll have a double malt, thanks.
I deserve promotion at least. Not because of what you did to me, but because I've earned it.
Can you keep your voice down?
Will you stop telling me to shut up? If I've got something to say, I will bloody well say it. All right?
Sorry, I'm going to have to go. It's really nice to meet you.
Funerals and weddings, don't they? Sorry, Jimmy.
Hey, mate.
Must be you.
What I really want is for you to take me home, put me in the shower, and dry my hair, and take me to bed with you.
I can't do that.
What's this, Mr. Mothercare? Mr. Children's Bloody World? You're not buying all that crap. You're not pretending you wanted it. You can't fake that fits, not with me.
You getting it or what?
It's got nothing to do with that. Come on.
Come on, then. Come home with me. Prove it.
You're not ready.
Oh, is that right? Oh, piss off, Fitz. Just piss off!
Are you coming, love?
Look after it.
Two Forts Control, over.
Control receiving, over.
Guild is just arriving. We might have a result. Any assistance, over?
ETA 10 minutes.
Mr. Grady?
That's right. Yeah, what do you reckon?
There's a broken window around the loading bay. We think they're still in there. I'll take the officers on the right.
Take a look at the storeroom over here.
This door's locked over here.
What the hell are you doing?
You got anything?
Bill, you better start talking.
I'm on a 10 o'clock curfew. I didn't get in till 11. I got kicked out.
You didn't have to do overtime.
I wanted to.
Right, Mr. Grady. Get in there, sir. Sir?
Nothing's been touched in here. Are you on probation?
No, halfway house.
Halfway from what?
It's children's home.
Come on. You'll have to keep on a sofa. What are you doing now?
Did you do this?
Don't touch that.
What kind of bird is it?
It's called a Lanark Falcon. Here.
Wow. I wish I could do something like this.
So do I. A mate in Cyprus got me into it.
You in the army?
You don't have to be in the army to go to Cyprus.
Your sleeping bag's got a serial number on it. Did you ever have to kill anybody?
Dozens.
If you really had, you wouldn't say.
You're not completely stupid then. Why'd you break into the factory? You knew it was alarmed.
I knew you had the keys. You'd have to come and get me.
Get some, Kip. You're gonna need your energy if you're looking for digs tomorrow.
It's for you. I think there's a protocol here. Thank you, darling, and a stiff drink.
If your mother's money meant sod all, how grateful were you looking for?
Wrong. Wrong. I put the deposit on this just after our last huge telephone bill. I squandered money on this and we were absolutely skint as a present for you.
Shucks. You shouldn't have.
I found work. I'm not going in till this afternoon. Don't worry. I'll cover for you.
Do you want to do something then?
Stuart, I know you're in there. He's still waiting. Rent.
I stuck it under your door on Friday.
The rest.
What
You
rest?
never cook breakfast normally. She's obviously worth it. That's 30 quid you owe me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a nice bloke, Stuart. I'm not saying you can't. I'm saying guests have to be paid for.
Have you got an hairdryer?
Now I'm saying you can't. Get that whore back where it belongs. I want you both out of my house now.
He's a mate from work. He'd know where to go. Look, I'll give you 30 the weekend.
60.
You what?
60. I bet that's less than you're charging, love. No, actually, I don't like this at all. Shirt lifters under my roof.
He's a mate from work.
Oh, yeah. I see these feet. I'm Sandy Shaw. Never guess, would you? Only women you've ever had in here have been and gone in half an hour. That's not normal either, is it?
If you're not out of here, you and your rent boy, in 2 minutes, I'm ringing the police, and you still owe me 60.
Mrs. Franklin, don't do that. Mrs. Franklin, listen to me.
Don't you lay a finger on me, you bleeding
What are you doing?
pervert.
Who do you think you're talking to, you silly old cow? We've done that wrong.
Oh, Jesus. I love you now, you little shit.
Lady. She's getting away, lady. I had to do it. She went for me. Stop her. Lady, help me. Do something. Lady. Do something!
It's only me, love.
Should have called the cops and they sent me back. I can't go back. Would have kept me there till I was 18.
A year? You killed somebody for a year?
I stabbed her. You killed her. I've had 12 years of it. I'm not going back.
Yeah, well, it's better than 12 years in prison!
Mary?
That's it for the blue flashing lights.
Wait here for me, will you?
Meter's running, pal.
Your husband's got phone for beating it up. He started divorce proceedings about 6 months ago, but he's moved back in. I just want to know if he's capable of Mayday.
Right. Show me to it. He's got a hard on for 30 pieces of silver.
Do you mind? I'm a nurse. I've been in bed 3 hours. If I don't answer the first time, I obviously don't want disturbing.
It's been an incident and he has been held.
Round here.
We found her downstairs, stabbed 4 times, front, back, and one on the wrist. He says he fell down the stairs when he discovered her. I think he fell when he was trying to bloody dump her.
What's that compulsory dress code now in case the press turn up?
Pathologist luncheon.
He's dead. Can I come in, please?
I'm sure you'll feel all you got to say.
It's that time he came back this morning.
Having taken a major wound, I guessed to the front, she bled from the door to here. There was a bad head injury, but there was a lot of blood in the basement.
Cellar.
Sorry?
Basements are American. We have damp cellars. It's like saying deli when you mean pie shop.
She was bleeding in the cellar, so she was still alive when she got dumped.
You say he's got previous for assaulting?
2 cautions, 1 injunction.
Do we know when this birthday was?
We will.
Must be an all-day job, eh?
Sorry?
Pathologist lunch? All sitting there with your rubber gloves and your scalpels dissecting the steaks, working out what their approximate time of death was?
You'd be surprised what topics get covered.
I wouldn't, you know.
Some here too, right? Some seats on the floor. What was that?
I've been knocking.
What? What's going on?
You are...
Stuart Grady. What's going on?
There's been a murder, Mr. Grady. A neighbour. Your landlady.
Mrs. Franklin?
How long you been here?
I came here last autumn, so about 9 months.
No, today.
Today? I've been here all morning. I nipped to the shop earlier on. I saw her in the hall, she was fine.
And you've heard nothing at all?
Dad, where's my trainers?
Where'd you leave them?
Right. Thanks a lot, you're a big help.
Might he have heard something?
Well, he didn't hear you, did he?
Temple, we're taking her husband in.
Just coming, Jane. Listen, if we need to get a statement, when's the best time to get you to answer the door?
I work as a foreman at Sheltex. I'm due in half an hour. Can I go?
Sure.
It's just around the door.
Come on! The wife can kill your best
Half an hour. Right, sir. If you'd like, sir.
Put it there, boy. Every normal man's fantasy. Give the bitch what she really wants. And finally show her who really is boss. Stick her in the ground and say, I did that. Rot in jail with all the other brave men.
I didn't do it.
Oh, you only beat her up. Was it 2, 3 times?
March 94. You broke her nose and ripped her earrings out. 8 stitches.
Yeah, well, she came at me. She was pissed out of her head. She wasn't frightened of me.
She took an injunction out.
Yes, and then she took me back.
Why do you suppose she did that?
Because she loved me.
In your dreams, Phil. You desperately tried to make her believe that you'd changed, what, 2, 3 times? But this time, surprise, surprise, you really had changed. Because she'd taken all the money. No more gambling for you, boy.
I don't gamble.
Okay, drinking. You must have drunk the mortgage away a few times.
I've got a mortgage. It's all paid for.
Oh, serious drinking, eh? Franklin's flush. Subbing the old kitty. Lots of pals up the pub.
Enough.
Yeah, well, not anymore. Because Mary made you sign everything away in a moment of weakness, didn't she? No screaming, no fighting. She's got your balls squeezed like a pair of live cheese, and you gave her permission. I know exactly why you killed her. What are you getting out of the deal? A crummy portable and sex when she says you can. She's got you completely overpowered with this, and you've given her your bloody consent.
I don't need you to tell me what I am, and I don't need you to tell me what she was. I went back to her because she wanted me to.
Yeah, but that was an error.
Yeah, but I stayed because I loved her.
Oh, bollocks.
Look, I even let him do this to me. To stop me drinking because I loved her.
An implant. Sorry. I think I preferred it when I thought you'd actually done it.
Here's your boyfriend, Linda. Oh, God. Hey, shall pinch his ass as he comes past. Go on, Linda. Go on. Give him a belt. Go on, see, he's got his lunchbox.
Linda! Leave what you're doing. Get your coat, get your bag, and piss off. You're fired.
You can't sack her for that.
What have I done now?
What you always do, Linda. Take it one step too far.
Look, it was a bit of fun.
Every time there's trouble, I have to come down here, and it's always you. I'm sick of warning you. Now get your coat, get your bag, and move!
Stuff you soddy dog.
Lady.
She was asking for that. She was always pissing about it.
Can't stay here.
It's only not realise what they're paid for.
Why did you do it? Lady, we did it. We did it. Come on.
Where are we going?
City centre. We'll drive properly and get pulled.
He's had one of those boozer's bricks put in. He just has to sniff the stuff and he throws up. I'm saying a guy like Franklin would need a litre of the firewater before he had the balls to do anything like that.
So he's not capable of murder.
Whatever. I'm saying we're looking for 2 people and he is not one of them.
There we go again. Russell bloody Grant. Nothing's ever straightforward with you, is it? I bet you even piss sideways.
The weapon went into the lung here, but only just. But this one went through the rib cage and hit the back of the sternum hard, made a mark.
That's a powerful blow. Back of the ribcage to the sternum. Powerful man.
Possibly.
Well, the first one, the wrist, that's accidental. The frontal attack's a botched job.
Shallow by comparison.
So we're talking about 2 people then. Anyone who's got the power to do that kind of damage isn't going to muck up the first time. To quote another disillusioned jock, the first cut is always the deepest. That's the fight or flight. The last 2 wounds were driven, precise attacks to finish off a botched job. A more powerful assailant. A man. 2 killers. Yeah.
Possibly.
Come on, Malcolm.
Possibly.
I'm beginning to sound like David Bloody Owen.
Oh, very nice. Let's have a look then. Come on, let's have a proper look. Come on, what's the matter with you? Oh, what? Thanks.
Thanks.
Burglars would have stuck her and left her where she fell. We're talking about a man and a woman who risked being caught to put her down in that cellar. Not first-time visitors. She knew her killers. And given more time, they'd probably have taken her somewhere else. And we're not looking at Bonnie and Clyde. They didn't plan anything. Just healthy, very ordinary people. Like most murderers. He's a strong man, if not big, well composed. She's shorter, less substantial. If you think you're onto them, target him. He'll be more vulnerable. She has the temper. She stabbed first. He finished the job to protect her, but she stabbed first.
Diane? How you doing?
Bill? Well, fine. How are you? You're looking well.
Great, yeah. What are you doing around here? Where are you living?
Get in the car, Diane.
Where have you moved to?
Diane.
The size of you now. You're a young man.
Where have you moved to?
Bill, don't do this.
Shut up, you. I just want to know where you are. Just want to see you.
You know that's not a good idea. You're looking really well. I'm glad about that.
Give me the keys, I'm driving.
Not state you're not. Who are they?
My family. They're getting away, come on!
You're through to Fitzgerald, and we're out. Leave your name and number after the beep, and for God's sakes, keep it short. It's me. Just wondering how you're doing. You pick up the phone if you're there. Will you? You're lying. Come on, Judith. 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 Come on, Judith. I know you're there. Judith. I'm just wondering how you are.
You know what he is?
Yeah. His lottery number came up. He was last seen running out the building with a year's supply of pile cream and a map of Jersey. It's been a tragedy for the Channel Islands, really. The old lottery. They thought they'd got away with it with just specifying rich. But now the old bank of Toy Town's full of Scouse builders going, calm down, I just said your plasterwork was crap.
You're only here because you're good for publicity.
The results don't count for anything then.
Ours do. Tell him I want him.
Thank you, friend.
My pleasure.
Mom? Danny's been knocking. What's the matter? Come on, what's the matter?
Judith, have you had a drink? Come on, sweetheart. We'll find you one. We, Jimmy, will be fine.
Hi, Philip.
You take that one.
Stephen. Both of those.
Come here, girl.
Ah. Hey.
Come here, Philip.
Behave yourself.
Hey.
13, 11.
Midwich cuckoos. John Wyndham. Alien babies take possession of the women in the village. At any cost, they must be nurtured, or the mothers try escaping. If they cross the boundary line, they self-destruct. They're compelled back to the offspring, ripping their shirts open, pointing their sags and creases at the only thing they have any value for. Only a man could write that and pretend it's science bloody fiction.
Is Eddie working?
If you can't be bothered to listen, you might as well go.
Judith, I was just asking.
Well, that obviously runs in the family. Just asking. I've nothing to say, nothing to make you feel better. I'm just asking.
Right, you two. Bath in 15 minutes. And if you want anything else to eat, have it now.
Chocolate!
Except chocolate.
So your dad's not on your Christmas card list.
That's not my dad, that's Brian.
That's your mum.
Billy!
Nearly. I came to live with them when I was 7. Not here, they live down in Urmston. 06182419440. My family. My new family. I've been to loads of foster parents before that, when I was younger. Josie and Alan, Maggie and Peter, Maggie and Keith, Norman and Wallace. They were a scream. Then Brian and Diane. 06182419440.
Get lost.
They were different. They wanted to adopt. Bingo. That was unusual. I'd turned 7 by then. I know how lucky I was. You know, best behaviour and all that.
Look at this time.
I didn't want to spoil things now.
You blew it.
I never put a foot wrong. She got pregnant. They just signed the first lot of adoption papers. P120 green form. And she got pregnant with him.
Don't kick me. I won't push you, but I'll stop you and I'll leave you, right?
So they booted you out.
He told me to use the phone in case I ever got lost anywhere. I used to phone him up, saying that I wouldn't get in the way. I like babies.
Come on, Bill. Let's shoot.
Not yet.
It's getting cold.
Sit in the car if you're cold.
Jump there. Ow, don't kick me. Well, so if you're right, because in the way. One more push, and then I get 3, all right?
Get them upstairs. Don't look, just get them in.
You said 15 minutes.
Social service. Ian McVery, please.
Sorry,
Well, can you give me the number?
I'm sorry, we're not able to disclose employees' numbers.
Well, will you please ring him and ask him to call me urgently? Very urgently. It's Diane Nash.
I'll do that.
Where?
Hello?
If you're so short-staffed, it's a pleasure to talk to one. Help if we knew the source of the infection.
Yeah. It's not her.
Mike Whitlow won't be too pleased.
Who's Jimmy?
With, his attempts to clear the ranks
He's
there.
asleep upstairs.
And it's another corner.
What?
Steve Bruce and Gary Pallister make their towering way forward.
Glad you've arrived. We've got our little problem again.
sitting down. I'm sat down.
Shit. Bill, you're scaring me.
Piss off!
Listen, Bill. What happens if they get the police? Because they could, you know.
I've done nothing wrong. Tell him.
Tell him!
Come on, Bill. Come on.
Get up. Just come on. Get up. Goodbye, Bill.
I'm not asking this time. We're moving.
Let him go.
Who are you?
My mate. My old mates, aren't I?
Social worker.
I'm taking him back to Sowerby Park.
Look, at the state of him. If you don't want to go with him, get in there.
Bill, this is serious. Why's a bloke that age want to be your friend? You're a good-looking lad. Now put your thinking cap on.
He's here because I want him to be.
Look, just get in the car.
I picked him. What's wrong with that, McVenny? I picked him. What's wrong with that?
Okay, mate. I'm washing my hands of you this time. And I've got your number, pal.
What's wrong with that, McVenny? I picked him, not you, not the office. Me calling the police. I say where to go next, McVenny. Bastard. Come on. You're gonna die, McVenny. You're gonna die, McVenny. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Call the police.
If you stop this now, Bill, I'll say your mate led you on. It's not your fault he led you on. Nothing will happen, do you hear me? Nothing will happen to you.
Yeah, it never does.
You stupid, stupid little stuff! 9 bloody years and you just won't let it go, will you? Why can't you just let it go and give us all some peace, for God's sake?
Cutting a red one. Well, that's a symptom of premature ejaculation.
Fitz.
Cleaners found him this morning. It was a stag night, but the manager reckons there was no trouble.
There was no trouble at my stag night either. It was the next 30 years that buggered me up. Oh, sweet Jesus. What did that?
A leather belt and a bottle.
Ian McVery, social worker.
Well, social worker, you're looking for a motive.
Cuts all over. Face, neck, heart. The artery was severed when the neck was under pressure. Human hair residue under the fingernails.
What does all that mean in Scouts?
Attacked from the front and from the rear.
He was secured from behind before he was attacked from in front.
That's just like Mrs. Franklin's murder.
I thought you said Mrs. Franklin was attacked from the front first.
Doesn't matter. He thought he was engaging in a fight with one person, overcame that person, banged his head off the floor. Then the stronger one, he comes up behind, gets the belt around his neck and garrots the poor bugger. It's emotionally identical to Mrs. Franklin's.
Except you just said him.
Did I?
He was banging his head off the floor. I thought we were looking for a man and a woman.
One older, one younger, one taller, one shorter. Father and son?
We can check with the tenant's statements.
God. Attaboy. I think this is a new relationship. I think Mrs. Franklin discovered something. Something that caused a row, a big enough row to warrant her murder. And what is there to discover about a new relationship? Sex.
Mrs. Franklin discovered sex between a man and a boy. That's what started the row. That's what got her murdered.
He was called out at the case conference at about 8 o'clock. I saw him take the call in here.
He left when?
Well, he never came back into the meeting, so about 8:05. We all assumed he'd just gone home, as usual.
Is this his office diary?
That's confidential. There might be clients' names and addresses listed in there.
We are investigating a murder.
Oh, it's not my job to offer them all as potential suspects. Clients' privacy is very important here.
You ever worked in a hairdresser's?
No.
Just curious about the use of the word clients.
It's only the older members of staff who have a problem with that word.
Really? Ian McVery was stabbed in the face and neck 20 times with a broken bottle. He lost 6 pints of blood in an hour. We think one of our clients did it. So can we see the diary, please?
Just let another pass.
Diana Nash?
Yeah?
Detective Sergeant Jane Penhaligon. Can I talk to you about Ian McVery? You rang him last night.
Look, let's nip and see your gran.
The police.
Look, just get in the car.
Give me your money. Where'd you get this?
One of the children we fostered, William Priest, came round. He was making a nuisance of himself. It was a bit silly, really. So I phoned Ian, he came round, sorted out the problem and left.
Talk me through that.
Well, you know, he took him back to the children's home. William's coming to the end of a long-term care order.
What age will that be? 17?
On March the 23rd.
You fostered him when?
85 to the end of 86.
Were you threatened?
Not threatened, no. William is not...
17 can sometimes be a bit intimidating.
Look, I don't really know him anymore. If you want a social history, you'll have to ask McVery.
Tricky.
He was murdered last night.
I'm sorry, it's... Oh, good God.
When he left with William, were they alone?
BN2 exclamation marks. That was the last entry in McVery's diary. Now, the B obviously could be William, but his name's Priest. So, what do you think the N could stand for, Mrs. Nash?
Look, I want my husband here.
Come in.
Sir, Fitz's son is at the front desk.
Right. The Sheltex factory, Dayton Road. Young fella there, William Priest or William Nash. Check his records.
Right.
Behave. Where have you been?
Dentist, I needed a filling.
Did you? You slope off again without permission, and you'll want the bloody lot replacing. OK, go on. Dickhead. Don't know we got in the police force.
I ran away once. I hid here the best part of a week. I'm sorry. I didn't know she was there. Just talk to me.
Out. I said, out. This is not just about you. It's about me, you prick. I don't know where you want to go, but you are not taking me with you. All right? All right.
Nobody asked for an 8-year-old. We asked for a baby. I wanted a baby. I'm only going to foster him for a couple of months. But he seems so happy. Just blended in. It seemed like he'd been with us forever. We signed the forms and applied to adopt.
And then you got pregnant. Bit of a shock. You constructed a new family around you to fill in the gaps. And then you get pregnant. Ironically, he probably helped you conceive your first child. You're carrying a Premier Division player. And you're looking at a sub in the spare room.
Wouldn't have been fair. I would never have treated him the same. He resented anything that changed our relationship.
So you cancelled the adoption.
Yes.
You cancelled William.
If he catches, what's our story going to be? I want you to know that we're together.
Where do we find this lad?
Well, the bloke who'd know, if anybody does, is Stuart Grady. Grady, the day shift full.
We're going to be here all bloody day.
"47 Banville Road."
You are?
47 Banville Road.
That's Franklin's house.
Now, is that a 3 or an 8? Begging your pardon. Oh, no, it's a 3. Flat 3.
Shit! rip this room apart. We're looking for a murder weapon. Somebody interviewed this guy yesterday morning after Mr. Strachan was murdered. I want to know who.
I'm not sure, sir. I think it was Skelton.
Well, go and fetch him.
Help you here.
Grady and William Nash arrived in work after midday. Some of the machinists on their shift have been interviewed. They both disappeared around 3 o'clock.
So the Frank Scotsman wasn't far wrong then?
No, sir. That's the rest of the stuff on Grady.
Ex-army.
Discharged 18 months back. Incompatible behaviour, that's all they're saying.
Lean on them.
No way. Look, Skelly. No way. This is the biggest chance I've ever had. You're fresh in. You're allowed a mistake. I've had all mine. Hey, look at me. I'm not allowed any mistakes.
Skelton, you're going to Preston.
What?
Bretherton Barracks. Grady got hooked out of the army. Find out why and we need a photograph.
Thanks.
Oh, we just got rid of one little shit. We don't need another. You interview Grady.
Don't do that. Hey, if I report you now, you can write your promotion off, Jane. Now back off. He said it was his son. He opened the door with a tin of paint and a Walkman on. There was nobody else heard anything, so I wrote them off. I swear, I looked round the flat and there was nothing to see. Everything was calm, and he said it was his son. I even checked again today. You'd have believed him.
So what, you just try blaming a new DC and get on with rebuilding your career?
Skelly could have taken that one on the chin and carried on. I won't.
You get a good look at them both. You can describe the kid.
Yeah. What happens now?
What are you asking me for?
October 10th. Treated like shit by Penhaligon. Philborough told me to ignore her.
November 5th. Woke up crying. Philborough's death. Katrina asked me to be the godfather. I found Jimmy Beck's diary. I know what he did to you.
Where is it?
I've got it.
Where is it?
It's safe, I swear. Nobody else saw it. I didn't know how to bring it up before. You've not exactly been approachable. It's in my locker. Stapled envelope with your initials on it.
All right, driver.
Judith? Will you just stand still? I don't want you to do anything. I just want you to tell me where you keep his pajamas and things. You don't have to feel this way, Judith. You don't have to feel guilty.
Oh, I don't.
Doesn't have to be me. I could recommend somebody.
Wrong. This isn't postnatal depression. I've had postnatal depression. I had it the first time, and the resident shrink missed the symptoms. The only reason you'd recommend anyone is for yourself. You want me better so we can all get back to your 26-year-old terminal bloody existential crisis. You've had it so long it's made the house smell. This is mine, okay? It's mine, and I've never felt better. So keep your bloody hands off!
That's enough.
Shit. I'll do it. Be careful.
Grady! Shit! Put out! Grady! Put it out!
Come on, quick! I'll get you! Oh, come on!
Stuart David Grady, aged 35. Ex-army. Brown hair, grey eyes, 6 foot tall. Skelton?
Kicked out for inconsistent behaviour. 2 court-martials for picking fights. They reckon he's a bright bloke, but impatient and volatile.
Page 2, a photograph of William Priest, or William Nash, age 17. And why haven't we got a proper photograph of this guy?
The most recent anybody's got, he was just 8 years old.
Who interviewed these 2 people yesterday?
I did, sir. William Nash has brown hair, brown eyes. He's around 5'9", slimmer than Grady. And I think he had a Manchester accent. Could have been the Bolton area. Grady told me Nash was his son. And when I came back and checked, Nash has no named father, so as far as we know, that might still be the truth.
Well, you believe that? If they're father and son, we don't have a motive.
Well, we won't let intelligence interfere with a good profile, will we? You go to the back of the queue, Bugalogs. These are facts.
I said 2 people, you disagreed, I was right. I said 1 older, 1 younger, I was right. I said 2 men, 1 taller, 1 shorter, I was right. All I'm saying is these 2 have just met.
It was still conceivable if he was an absent father.
But what does it matter if we know who we're looking for?
Is this small, deaf and stupid in here, or is it me? Of course it changes how they operate. Of course it changes how we take their confession. Father and son do not operate the same way as 2 star-crossed lovers. These 2 do not know each other very well. This is Death in Venice before the hair dye.
Where?
Carrington Dock.
We've just found Grady's burnt out car at Carrington Dock. 2 witnesses heard the scream. One of them might be injured, possibly the young fella. Hospitals.
Right.
Okay. Come on, you ready? Wait, 1, 2, 3, come on. It's okay, it's okay. Hang on.
Let me cross the road, my chap.
Yeah. Rather doesn't in that case. We'd lit a barbecue, and it didn't take. I threw on some fuel, and someone must have caught his jeans. It just went up. It was my fault.
Okay. I just need to grab some fresh gloves.
Judith! Judith!
Do you fantasize about raping?
Yeah, well, she does. It doesn't include violence.
Do you fantasize about raping?
Sometimes. Yes, I do. I've been raped, sir.
I never heard that.
Detective Sergeant Beck raped me, sir.
Are you accusing me of rape?
Yes.
Let's have this out in front of the boss.
Get me some evidence, and I'll give you all the help I can.
Do you believe I could rape you?
You're dead, Jimmy.
Right, it's not too serious, but I want one of the plastic surgeons to come and take a look before we dress it, okay?
All right, Doctor.
Dr. Hanson, the ward rounds, please. Dr. Hanson, the ward rounds, thank you.
Are you glad you met me, Grady?
Since you're in a Julie Andrews kind of mood, this might be a good time to ask you. I desperately need a bed for tonight. Judith decided to flat pack her entire bedroom, and I suspect I might be next. I do literally just need a bed for the night. I mean, literally.
Obviously.
Although I could be harassed into more. I would like more.
No. If you don't like me pissed, tonight might be a bit of a disappointment.
St. Martin's casualty, Grady and Nash have just checked in. Grab Temple.
Move!
What do you mean move? What are you doing? So you can't leave like this. Somebody, hey! How are you doing?
Go!
Nurse, call security.
Run away!
Come back here.
Move now! That's him! That's bloody Grady!
Confirmed suspect sighting is driving a blue BMW registration G985. He's heading towards the side gates.
I'll get him.
Grady's down. Repeat, Grady's down.
No!
Main car park.
Stuart David Brady, I'm arresting you. This is a murder. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned something that you will rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Where is William Nash?
Who's William Nash?
Grady! Grady!
Were the only girl in the world, and I was the only boy. Where's your lawyer, Stuart? When I arrived, he was down in the cells briefing you. Went down to the gents, grab a cup of coffee. When I got back, he was out the door like a whippet. Not the man for a challenge,
I sacked him.
You know, one of my most vivid fantasies is to sit like this, face to face with a lawyer. He's desperate for my wisdom, of course. And there's a virus going around, so I've lost my voice. So I have to write everything down. So I'm scribbling away and grinning like a fool, because I know that every note I pushed him, I'm going to charge the bastard 25 quid plus VAT. Would that not make you cream, Stuart? No. What's your most vivid fantasy, then? What would you really most like to be thinking about right this minute? Go on, close your eyes. Forget you're in this shit. Try and get a taste of it. Go on.
No.
They can't touch you for it.
I don't want to.
Go on. Go on. It'll relax you, make you feel good.
I don't want to be relaxed. Do I have to talk to him?
Ask your lawyer.
Asshole.
No, but thanks anyway.
Fitz?
Right, I'm off then. I'll not stay where I'm not wanted. You know, this is the one day when you have to try and account for all the dreadful things you've done before they take you down. I wanted to help you with that, Stuart. No one else will. Your lawyer won't, because he knows you're gay. What's happened?
Nothing. It's fine.
Where's Judith?
Resting. Why can't you make her feel better?
She doesn't want to feel better.
She doesn't want to feel better because she knows you're waiting for it so you can scrub out your own bloody guilt.
I have no guilt about all those I have sacrificed. Who said that?
Judas Iscariot.
Jeremy Beadle.
Your guilt about making her feel worse, you arrogant tit.
Heard it.
You know she's divorcing you.
What?
According to her mother, she went for a drink with her lawyer yesterday.
Oh, yeah, she's pulled that stunt before. She'll go and flirt with her lawyer, then make sure I hear about it. It's childish. Sad and childish.
You went from the bloody breeder, for God's sake! Don't you dare tell me about my wife! You overgrown, underqualified, impotent shite!
Oh, Jimmy, sorry. Oh, dear.
Hey, who is it you're meant to be interviewing?
Those fights you picked in the army, they were special, weren't they? Real men. Men like yourself. One or two of the men singled you out. Saw weakness somewhere. Said something sensitive. So you decked him. Wallowed in the brutality, the testosterone. Volatile temper. Got yourself back in the trap with the lads, eh? Did it ever occur to you how they knew? Those ones who spotted your secret. Come on, Grady, takes one to know one. All those guys you chinned, any one of them could have been your future. Did you tell Bill about your wife and child? No? Why not? Because Bill was special? Because he looked at you long enough to make sure you knew what he meant? A strong young man. Did he make the first move? You looked at him and you saw a braver version of yourself. Come on, Grady. This is your one chance to let the light in. What age is your mum?
54.
What age is Mrs. Franklin? Late 40s? About the same age. Your father would be difficult for all the usual reasons. Same reason your lawyer left, I guess. One man smelling of two men's aftershaves gets the old antibodies going. Your mother would be quite different. She spent a quarter of her entire life on this planet, personally supervising your development. She'll be devastated. When Mrs. Franklin found you and Bill, you saw her, but you were letting down your mum. Weren't you, Stuart?
Nothing happened.
A whole generation of women screaming, "What a waste." You couldn't face it. That's why you attacked Mrs. Franklin. You couldn't face letting women down.
I didn't.
I know you didn't. Bill attacked her. She went for you, Bill attacked her. He led to your defense because he wanted you to be happy because he loves you.
What are you talking about? What's he talking about?
Look at me, Stuart.
Nothing happened.
Look at me. Nothing happened because you always prevented it from happening. The wife, the child, the army, the factory, you always surrounded yourself with real men just in case you weakened. Well, you're not unique. Sit down!
I want another lawyer!
I'll get you one now! Sit down! You just have to go 10 yards from here and you'll get some honest answers. There's 100, 200 coppers, 90% male. Minimum number, 18 of them. 18 who feel exactly as unique as you do.
I swear. I never touched him.
That's the waste, Stuart. You never did it. You never said it. Bill Nash offered you the best ever chance of making all this mean something. Your legs went, your stomach went, you could hardly breathe. I understand that so completely. It's breaking my bloody heart, Stuart. It's tragic that you should do all this, that you should feel all this and not say it. You love him, Stuart. And if you love him, you must tell us where he is.
I can't.
We have to speak to him. You didn't go home the night you killed McVeary.
I'll take him back to Sowerby Park and that'll do his head in. He's had 12 years of all that. That's why the social worker went down. That bastard deserved to die. All Bill wanted was an hour with his family, a chance to talk, and that bastard started dragging him off like a convict. He's 17, and he's been through all that shit. At 17, I was signing up for this country. Bill is owned by everybody but himself. And I'm the only one who showed him any respect.
Mr. and Mrs. Nash are not Bill's parents.
He told me. And he told me what they did to him.
Yeah, well, I think he's paid them back. Phone calls. 80 in one night. Had to change the telephone number 12 times, and eventually they changed the address.
Good. Straight in there. Make them suffer. They're the bastards who should be sitting here now.
Right. But it's different now. He's got somebody who is committed to him. You have killed for him.
We did it together. We helped each other.
You and Bill killed Mrs. Franklin?
Yes!
Ian McVery?
Yes!
3 days of intensive training. You were like that.
Yes!
He could stand up for himself. You like that as a fighter.
I'd give anything to be like him. Anything.
He's fallen in love and killed in 1 week. And he's separated.
And Bill doesn't cope with separation well. I think we should find him.
No chance. He's gonna fly now. You wouldn't think it to look at him. But he really does know how to survive.
How closely have you looked? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. 5 suicide attempts, 2 overdoses, 1 near fatal. If he told you he was a survivor, I'm afraid he lied. He told you he was a man. He lied. Bill Nash is still very much a child. Are you going to help him?
Brown's Mill. Back of the canal. He's on the 3rd floor. Wait. He's got a gun.
What gun?
It's mine.
Ah, it's me, love. You there? I can't remember whether I'm coming home first or what. Well, I'm obviously talking to myself, so I'll see you all down Castlefield. Right. Try then.
I told Wise the Nash family need protection. You'll go there.
Are they in danger if he's suicidal?
Depends how good a shot he is.
Brown's Mill! I found someone who knows the layout! Follow the van to Nash's! Take him with you!
You must be bloody joking. That's my bit. I don't mind the occasional razor blade or perhaps even a rope, but I do not do guns.
No, we're certain he's been here.
There's no sign of him at the mill. Ask Fitz. We need to know where Nash should go next. Tell him it's worth a few quid.
Don't pull the trigger. You're supposed to keep your arm very still and squeeze. Good boy. Now squeeze.
Give it a go. Easy money then.
It's time to apologise, Diane. Move. Move. Diane?
Please, William. Please, let Stephen go.
It's Bill. It's Bill. Nobody calls me William anymore. You should know that. If it wasn't for him, you'd know that. Tell him I want cremated. I want cremated now.
desperate to make sure everybody likes him. It's his fostering instinct. That's how all those kids got free. They just smiled till some bugger came along and latched themselves on. No pun intended.
Grady!
He trusts you because he thinks that you care.
I do!
Well, go and save his life. Look.
I'm not moving unless you come with me.
That's fine by me, pal.
On his own, I said! On his own! It's okay, Bill, he's with me. He's not a copper.
Don't tell him I'm a shrink.
He's my lawyer.
Thanks.
We want a car! I'm gonna put the kid in the car! If we get away and nobody follows us, he won't get her! Bill, they won't do that.
We'll give you the car! But not until you put the gun down, Billy!
Do you think I'm playing dead, you wanker? Bill! Grady! That's him! That was me! I know, Bill. That's not his fault. Now let him go. I can't, can I? If he goes, there's only her left. I can't trust her, can I? She's a lying cow. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry! Bill, you don't need the gun. Just put your arm round her neck and squeeze with your elbow. You don't need the gun. She'll get away! And then they'll have me. They'll have us both, and that's the end of everything, Grady.
He's not.
No, it's not.
He's changed your life.
Just keep your arm around her throat and squeeze.
Tell him how important he is. You've got to make him feel he's important.
Shut up, I don't need telling.
Telling what?
You are important. I understand why you're here now, doing this. You're half my age, and I really admire you for what you've got through. Being honest, and just doing it.
You love him. Tell him. Just tell him.
I love you. I swear to God.
Billy, come on, you can hit the kids here!
I love you more than I've...
The gun! The gun!
Bill, please put down the gun. If you don't put the gun down, I'll never be able to tell you again. Please put the gun down. If you're scared, give it to me, Bill.
No.
Billy! Put the gun on the ground!
Give it to me, Bill.
Billy!
I'm going to take the gun and I'm going to put it on the ground so we can talk properly, all right? I love you. I love you, Grady. God! Oh, shit.